I am back on the North Tyne. It's July, where are we? 22nd or something? I can't remember. Very, very low water again. Hasn't been rain for weeks and weeks. Some place probably roughly the same height as it was when I was here last year, and we picked up a few sea trout. But anyway, I've come down to stepping stones. Figure there's a bit of a movement of water here, some decent oxygenation, which I think the fish will prefer to lie in, and yeah, see how we get on. A bit of a slow start this morning, nothing yesterday. There was a tiny bit of rain overnight, but not enough to move the river, and as you can see looking upstream there's a lot of exposed rock, very thin the water. But I've come down to the Wrap, this pool is called, and I just think if sea trout particularly in here, they'll be up here in this faster water getting some oxygen. So yeah, I'm going to flick a fly through, see what happens. Well, we've been taking things pretty easy. It's ultra low water really at the moment, and Monday of the week, Wednesday, the dam is saying they're going to release 10 cumex. Well, they say they're releasing 3.5 cumex at the moment, but Stephen the Gilly suspects that's not the case, that this is just compensation water because it really is very low. Come up to Lower Castle Beach. I don't even think this bit's got a name. Just round the corner down there is Mill Stream, which used to be one of the best pools on the river. They had a landslip a while ago right onto some of the best lies. So it's perhaps not quite as good as it was, but it's still beautiful pool. And I just thought I'd come up and do these little bits here. I'd come down from up there fishing under those trees, just in the off chance there's a sea trout holding up there. I've just had a bit of a bang in here, but it's quite boring clearing weed off your fly every few casts. But yeah, we keep on keeping on. So yeah, just waded round this island. It's pretty hairy in here, it's fairly deep, and you have to go around the willows there. Sure, I fished down that run last year as I went, but my fly was getting hooked up in the willows, so I have reeled in. And really, start of Mill Run is just below. You sort of wade straight down from the point of the island, down a bit of a gravel ridge. And yeah, I'm just going to fish this all the way down. It goes way around the corner. In fact, you can see down there where the landslip was a few years ago. That raw bit of bank there. But yeah, I'm enjoying myself. Well, nothing up the top, so I've come right down to the bottom of the beat. This is the last pool on the beat, Lower Salmon Pool. Michael, when I came down, turns out Michael's had a sea trout from here, lost another one here, and has had another one just up round the corner in Ash Stream, which as well, I lost one last year. But yeah, show me the photo. Nice clean fish, about 3.5 pounds. But this has been rested for a bit, so I'm just going to come in here and give it a bash, and I'll switch back on if anything happens. Yeah, nothing down below, so just come up to Ash Tree Pool. Just nice little run here, nice fly water. Lost a fish in here last year, sea trout, and Michael had one here an hour ago or so, so it's been rested a bit. Gonna see if I can follow suit. Well, quite a different morning now. It's a bit of rain overnight, I mean not enough to move the river, but nice to cool off, good overhead. Come up to lower Upper Castle, which we have this morning, and just met the gilly. He said he's just seen a fish in here, so I thought I would start here. I intended to start next Croy up, but just thought I would come and give this fish, if he's still here, a few casts and see if I can attract a bit of attention. And it's perfect salmon fishing conditions really, that damp, good overcast. So hopefully if he's here, he might show some interest in my flies. If he does, I will turn back on and share the fun. I came upstream and I saw a fish jump. I don't know whether that's a fish I've hooked, but it's pretty lively sea trout. Jumped a few times, I don't know which fly I'd taken. I took off my point fly and put on a little red shrimp fly. Gave me some success last year, fly given to me by my mate Ed, and well, stupidly I've got a net in the car. I haven't brought it yet. Have taken the little red shrimp point fly and it's come off. Oh damn it. There we are. That was quite a nice fish actually. That was good 4 or 5 pounds. Hell. Ah, damn it. And I'll show you the fly anyway that the fish took. Just seems to work a bit of magic on this river. You can see that. Nothing to it really. I mean, very sparse little red shrimp. Small hook. I thought that was well hooked. Damn it. Oh well, where there's one, there are others. Just pop down here to the New Croy. So I'm standing on the New Croy. Quite a lot of fish caught off here. I mean, we're still very, very low water. We're waiting for dam release, which is happening. Well, it started at 7 o'clock this morning, but the water's not going to get here for 10 or 11 hours. So we're kind of in between times really, but might as well spend it fishing. I'm guessing that's the old Croy up there. Some nice looking water. I mean, the water's got good, reasonable flow even in this height. So yeah, going to give it a go. See how we get on. Just pop back to the lodge for an hour or so, have a cup of tea and relax for a bit, and just come back to the river, and the water seems to have arrived. There's quite a lot more water, and with the new release from the dam we should get an extra 6 inches of water down the river. So it looks like pretty much that is here or arriving as I stand here, so a bit more confidence, and we should now fish hard for a few hours. Just on 7 o'clock in the morning, out a bit later than I was hoping really. I've come up to Pete's Rock. Quick cast. I mean, still running at 10 QMEX and looking a nice height. Already seen some fish showing up and down here. The sun will be very bright today, so wanting to get as much fishing done before the sun gets on the river. Make the most of it while we can. And a lot of this obviously will be dam water, but hopefully we can pick up a fish or two. Well, nothing doing up at Pete's Rock. I've come down to a pool called the Scar. Big pool. Almost sort of the tail of Pete's Rock really. It bends round the corner and empties out there into the run. Saw a few fish up at Pete's Rock. Just seen a few fish here, but that sun is starting to get on it and it's shining up the pool, more up the pool than down, so we'll work with what we got. Well, I fished down into the tail here and I had a distinct bow wave after my fly, and nothing else. Tried another 2 casts at it, so I reeled in and changed my point fly to something red and orange, which I'll show you in a minute when I get it back, and had a take pretty much, well, it was first cast. I don't know whether it's a salmon or a sea trout. It's not a massive fish, but it's a fish which is extremely welcome, I have to say. Bouncing around a bit. Little sea trout. Praise be, I do actually have a net on me for once. Strong little fish. This net is just completely tangled up. I'm going to have to untangle it. The mesh is all tangled around the handle, which is not helping my cause at all. So this fish might get off because of the net issue. Finally, well, yes, fishing with a net a great deal easier. Oh, it's a nice fish. Pretty lively. Get it unhooked. well in there. Caught around the mesh, which is not making life terribly easy. That's the fly it took, a little orange and red thing. Well, I've come to Upper Catherine's big long pool, which when we had low water was not really worth fishing. It was hardly moving, but now I've had this dam release. It's got some good flow to it actually. I'm hand lining it, but giving the fly a bit of movement, but looking pretty good. The one thing it doesn't seem to have is a great many fish in it. We've been chatting about it and wondering whether fish that were here have moved on and we're waiting for a bit of a restock. Apparently there are a lot of fish building up down below, so I don't know whether later on this evening or tomorrow we're going to see a whole bunch of new fish turn up. It'd be rather nice to think they would. So yeah, we're going to fish on. What time is it now? It's 7:15 in the evening. Sunset's about 9:15, but this pool's already in shadow. Sun's dropped below the trees, bit of a downstream wind you might be able to hear. Yeah, so keep on keeping on. It's Friday. It's about, well, it's almost exactly 6 AM. I've come down to the lower salmon pool. Surprisingly cold. My car was telling me it was just 5.5 degrees, and obviously the air temperature is lower than the water temperature, and we're getting this pretty spectacular looking mist coming off the water. I don't know what that's going to do to the fish. Certainly sea trout fishing at night, they say that it's not worth fishing when you get these mists coming off the water like this. I don't know what it's like during the day, and I don't know what salmon will think of it, if there are any salmon here. But I'm going to give it a go and see how I get on. I finally managed to catch up with a fish, having not seen a fish all morning. I am standing on the new Croy, and it's a nice take. I don't know how big it is. I don't know how well hooked it is. Didn't feel like the most convincing of hookups, but I haven't seen the fish yet either. It doesn't look that big, but it's a strong fish. If I can walk it back into this stiller water. right under my feet. Go under that. I think that might be, I was about to say might be a salmon, but actually I think the tail, it's got a square tail, so it's probably a quite nice sea trout. Got some weight to it anyway. And I have left the net in the car. So I'm driving down. I wonder if I can wave them down. Oh. Oh, it's a big sea trout. It's a big sea trout. That's a nice thing. But the net would be extremely useful. That is quite a sizable sea trout. Just gonna have to play it out, get it in the shallows here, I think. That is a big sea trout. What a thing. Stunning fish. I'll keep it in the water. Gosh, it does look well hooked actually. stunning fish. Yeah, you're well hooked, aren't you? Come on, old chap. Gosh, that's £6 maybe? Easy. It's got to get the hook out. Got to get the hook out, old chap. Come on, do you a favour. Come on. Come on. There we are. Let's take you back. That is a beautiful sea trout, goodness me. What a thing. Absolutely stunning. Been in a little bit. Come on, let's take you out. Wowzers. What a thing. Beautiful fish. Well, new cry has worked. How fabulous. Just come up to Lower Island. Michael's had a sea trout. Casting a beautiful line. We've just seen a sea trout pretty much where his flies are, so hoping he gets to take any moment. Hope Stephen the Gilly's not distracting him too much. That's Mill Stream up round the corner there. And the tail you can see, which is quite productive, often a fish in there. It's Saturday morning and we lost half the team. Two of the team decided to head home. Ed and I are hanging on. We're going to stay tonight in Hexham and have a couple of hours in the morning. The dam's being turned off. Well, it was turned off this morning at 7, so should be dropping in about 11 or 12 hours later for us here. But very pretty, isn't it? This is a pool called Harry's Wood. Fished it down. I have not seen hide nor hair of a fish all morning. Feels like an empty river at the moment, I must say. But a lovely place to stand by an empty river casting a fly. very last morning, just going to do a couple of hours here, bright sunshine, and the water's dropped away pretty much completely. I think it's just compensation flow now. I've come right up the top, and I thought I'd been here 30 something years, 35 years ago, but I don't think I've ever been up here. Actually, it's beautiful, all in this wooded valley. This is the top of the top. This is Sandy Bay. I've just finished. This is just the tail of Sandy Bay, and because of the lack of water, I'm using small fly, so probably see that point fly, and on the dropper, which has already taken a little trout. Actually, it's about the smallest red Francis I could possibly imagine. So yeah, I mean, there will be fish here tucked up, probably in the faster water, I would think, getting some oxygen. So we will, well, I'll carry on fishing on down and see how we go.